My neck is hurting. Can't even tell the stuff that's behind me. Good morning. Good morning, Jenny. Let's see. It's like all the way down. My stand is like on its last leg. It's like a total Gumby now. Whenever I put it in a position, it just automatically changes it. It's like an old school one that you twist onto. Yeah, that's right. Twist. You twist onto the table, and then it has where like a claw that opens up to open up to take in a device. It's done its job. And honestly, I would get another one because I've had this for like 2 years, and I usually have it when I'm sewing. But I need to figure out a better stand. My stand, I'm gonna say this wrong. Is it Dracool? Dracool. It's pink and white, and I got it like literally 2 years ago. When I first started trying to do the YouTubes, and before that actually, because I wanted my phone to be higher up when I'm listening to Audible. I'm really sensitive to sounds, so when the Audible is below the machine level, it just sounds so weird. So I generally like it at the same like height level that I'm at, so the sound goes directly to my ear, and I could drown out any machine sounds. And that's probably why when people are like, "Oh my god, your machine's so quiet," I'm always like, "Are they?" Because I'm usually listening to Audible or some kind of music, um, and not listening to my machine. What? Where are you at, Deb? I almost said HE double hockey sticks. Because if I am not mistaken, we are in June about to embark in July. Oh, it's been weird weather. I like yesterday was super stressful. So Kendall, like for Father's Day, I got Kendall this really cool grill. It was Montana. Is that this is that's rare, right? I'm hoping you're saying this is a rare once in a lifetime incident that you've never seen it snow in June before in Montana. That's what I'm hoping you're replying. But I know it's weird. There was a few years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, we had snow in April and it was about to turn May. So it happens. Global warming's real, people. Yeah, it's been we have like sick weather. So like one day it'll be like 70 and the next day it'll be like 89. And you're just like, pick a season, please. So for Father's Day, my first thing I did with the funds that I got from AwesomeCon was buy Kendall like a really awesome grill. It's a gas, charcoal, and a smoker grill. So I he got that. It was delivered yesterday. It was so big that he couldn't take it in like slide down our chairs and put it in our SUV because he only had Kendall and Faith was at home prepping for summer stuff. Um, so it was delivered yesterday. That was, man, the story that was massive. I like Kendall almost died because he was at work, and I Faith hasn't been feeling good, and so I had to recruit all the kids to try to lift it because the forklift driver couldn't put it out front because we have like a slope because we own a townhouse. We have a slope, so they had to go around to our back of our house to put it in there. But the forklift driver did not wait for any of us to open up the back door. He left the door. He left he left the this humongous package on a crate in front of our fence. And I'm like, fudge. But I didn't say fudge. I didn't say fudge. But that I'm saying in case a kid watch. I said fudge. Okay. So I'm like, I'm gonna call him and he's gonna have to come down here because I'm not gonna babysit this until he comes. Well, me and the kids we got it off the crate. Me and the kids were trying to like do that whole pull throw thing or grab some blankets. There, luckily for us, right adjacent to us, there was two guys fixing an AC unit for the homeowner. They were overhearing us and they picked it up and put it in my backyard. Like you never like can predict the kindness of strangers. I know there's so many negative things in the world, but little acts like that, just like they didn't have to do that. It's not a part of their job. I did offer them water, Gatorade, or whatever they want. They said no, no problem. But it's still like I almost cried right then and there. And I'm like, I need to stop being emotional during summer. But it was really, really kind. Then we had our stove. So either a dog or a kid, I'm betting it was Loki, knocked off the middle eye, the thing that goes, starts the flame, the turner, onto our stove. Our stove is like 2 years, maybe 2.5 years tops old. It's a double stove. It has like a cage that goes down, and you have your four eyelets, and then one massive eyelet in the middle where you could put a griddle if you want. That one got knocked off. So we have a home warranty. Now, if any of you guys are buying a home, get a home warranty. It's like gap insurance for your car. Like, I'm telling you, you will thank me later. They're relatively inexpensive. You might be paying anywhere from $40 to $100 a month. It is not your homeowner's insurance. Your homeowner's insurance covers, like, if there's a fire, a hurricane, or something detrimental to your house to help cover the loan and cover some of the expenses that you can prove in your house. Because I worked in the mortgage industry a lot, I always tell people get a home warranty. So if something goes broken in your house, like our stove, we couldn't do whatever. You pay a deductible, like a doctor's visit. They'll have the person come out and they'll fix it. If they cannot fix it, they'll bring another person out. And if both of these two people cannot fix it, they will replace your whatever you're trying to get fixed with the cost that you bought it at. So they gave us an option of like a couple different ovens, and the oven came yesterday. I'm sitting here doing like the happy jig dance. And he was like, "Oh, did they tell you it's two-part? We drop off the stove, and within 24 hours, the plumber will call you to set up your gas stove." And I'm like, "What the heck?" So yesterday was just like very intense, and it was like things coming sporadically through the house from like 8 to 5. They also placed the stove right in front of the other stove, so we have no access to the other stove at this point. So we're just like, okay, pizza today, some fast food tomorrow. Yay, summer. But yeah, that's everything that happened just yesterday. Kendall almost dying because I knew the theme was going to be big, but in my head, I'm thinking he bought it on Saturday and it's home. And he was like, no, it was too big. They have to deliver it. And I'm like, okay, so they're going to have a dolly and they're going to just bring. I made a way so they can go through the front of the house and go directly to the back house so that they didn't have to go around the backyard, because we have a stone pavement in our yard, but our back behind the fences is just grass. And I'm like, they can just bring it through the house. No, no, no. It had to be lifted by a forklift. I'm like, you and he's not there. This happens a lot. Something will happen and he's not there, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm alone. Let's see. Not rare. That's still weird. Oh, we have a nice dusting of snow. It's almost July. It's like you guys must really appreciate summer though. Like when it's full-fledged summer and there's no little chance of snow. Okay, okay. I'm gonna write that down, Jenny. I'm looking for a pen. Just gonna write this on my FedEx box because that's how I do it. I'm the worst doodler in the world. Like I write on everything. And I also do cursive writing. Like, so half of it's cursive, half of it's just regular. I don't know why I got into that style, but I can't break it. All right. Ooh, Florida. Florida must be beautiful right now. I know my friends in Texas were dying yesterday. I know it. You know what? I rather pay for something that's a little bit more expensive that will do what great for me than continuously buying something that I know is going to fail. If that makes sense. Oof. Yeah, it was really nice of them, Deb. I was like, everything's all good. So tomorrow we have the plumber slash people that install the stove will come out tomorrow. So I have that at 11, so I'll be fine. Today, I have like my heat press that I finally bought is coming in. So I'm like on cloud nine like a kid on a candy store. And then I have a lot of little things that I'm doing. Me and Patreon are going to be making the clear vinyl Tuesday tote. I'm going to show them how I organize my patterns. So, faithfully with with Shannon's patterns, I have them in binders, but they're like labeled to sections that I know I'm going to use. This is how I'm able to do videos, especially if it's like refer to this page kind of scenario. Go back to old school where we have to write on our divider tabs and we call it a day. But now I have pretty ones. Look. It's see-through. Isn't this pretty though? So pretty. And then I have just fun color ones. Yeah, I have binders for my work. That's how I roll. So we're gonna do a cutout of the clear one and sew up the clear one. And my kids are asleep and they may be asleep until 12, so this might be effortless. Okay. So we had to order I had to order clear vinyl and jelly for this first one. And I went to Glitterbug. Okay, so when they were in Texas, it never dawned on me that they were not in the US. They're in Canada. I had no idea. I need to start paying attention. But I got this one. Let me see how I'll do this. I got this one for the clear. It's like Minnie Mouse heads, but like floral. And then I got this for the jelly. Isn't that a cool match? Why am I excited about this match? I'm not even a really big Minnie fan, but I'm excited about this match. I think this is going to be so pretty. Now, here's the kicker. I don't think I have any pink strapping, but I think I might have a lilac or a purple. If I don't, I have this idea. I've never done this before, so I thought after cutting out my bottom pieces for this, why not make the straps jelly, double it up, or do it like we do with the four layers, making them 4 inches by whatever they say, and folding it like it and having them as a strap. Therefore, the whole bag looks cohesive, and the straps are therefore clear too. What do you think? I think, or even having it do 2 inches and folding it on each other, it's still 2 layers. I think this might work. So this is what I was trying to do. Sometimes I feel like I don't have something and it drives me nuts because I'm like, I need this to finish it. And you just need to sit back and let your brain start processing. And then that's when the magic happens. I was like, I don't have anything that's this color because I'm not a pink person. But I can't, I do like thinking outside the box. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I will show it to you guys tomorrow after me and Patreon makes it and to see if it works out or if it was a flop, but I'm hoping it works out. Yeah, I think it's a really good idea because I was like, oh, I don't have, I'm like even looking, I usually have, I gravitate to mustard straps. I have no idea. I don't even even design that much to put mustard, but if you go into my webbing, you'll be like Shinova. You have like different shades of mustard. I like it. I like that color. And I do have a lot of purples. I always run out of black. I always run out of the natural colors. So I was I was like, there's this purple the flowers. I have a purple of this color. And I was like, it might look really, really pretty. So I'm going to look at it, but I have a funny feeling that I might do jelly straps, or you could do it like the two-tone straps. Have the 2 inch by whatever, let's say 12. Let's say the handles are 12 inch. We know they're not, but 2 inch by 12 on this and 2 inch by 12 on this. Make two, and then the front of the handles could be this color and the back could be the jelly. I'm just throwing this weird stuff out there because I haven't seen anyone do that. If someone does it, be like, oh, Shinova mentioned that. So I have a theory with either one of these two things can work out if you don't have a match. So I have that working out. And then when I went there, they had, you know how we just did the mini Rosie wallets, which sold really well. I'm going to go into what sold because I've been getting a lot of messages. What sold really well, the sheet in her pattern had these like old school, like if you were any kid in the 90s, you, as soon as I pull this out, you're going to know what it is. It looks like a scrunchie, but it's not. It goes on your wrist. So she had these. I mean, they had these glitter bugs, but they have it with the keychain. And so I'm going to make some rosies, and then it's going to be attached to this just like hers in the thing. And I thought that would be super cool. Here's my wallet. I'm at the beach. I'm doing my thing. I'm just saying, I had so many of these when I was a kid. I accidentally one time put it in my hair. If you have curly hair, by any means, do not put this in your hair. I implore you. I did not do it just once. I did it twice. Like the first time I didn't learn a lesson. um, so yeah, it came with a pack of 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever, and they're like all different colors. So I'm gonna make some more rosies for shore leave, and they sold. I sold them for $20 each because they're scraps. They're usually scraps of vinyl that I've had, and they come together really fast. I believe my video is like 30 minutes. It's like, and if you don't edge coat it, if you just like do like a simple like coloring or with a fabric marker or whatever, it can even be faster. I would implore you to edge paint it though, just because that's how we refine our skills. So I got that, and then I bought this from them because I'm eventually going to make a Maeve, but I wanted to do some back to school ones. And how cute are these? And so I bought 2 of those, and then it came with 2 coordinating pieces for the back. And I was like, how cute is this? And you could write some like cool name like Zach Morris. I don't know. Zach Morris. So, I thought they were super cute. I'm always down for a composition book vinyl. I don't know why. I usually buy them during the back to school thing too, just for me, just to write and doodle in. And then the last thing I bought is this is glow in the dark vinyl, and I've been making a lot of glow in the dark things, and I like the fact that it was just, you know, regular. And then she has this thing, I don't know if this is gonna work. There's a light that makes you have it where you can temporarily write on something. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it. The light makes it where you can write on something and it temporarily shows up in the dark. So the light costs like 10, 15 cents. So I was like, let me try this with this and then see if it was a good selling feature. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of people that like glow in the dark fabrics or bags. Good morning. You didn't see my journal, like my bag. See, look. It's like this. And then it's all like labeled. I am super excited about this. So, Shannon, I was telling them that me and Patreon are going to be making the clear version today. The clear vinyl and jelly. And I don't have the webbing, so I thought about doubling up like two, let's just say it's 2x12. I'm gonna do 2x12 on this and 2x12 on this, folded in on each other, and it'll be a 2-tone strap, and it could be cohesive, or do like 4x12 on this, you know, 4 by whatever length I'm making it, and fold it over like a regular strap. That's my idea, because so I have no idea why I went for this color, but this is really pretty. I don't even really like Minnie Mouse, and I'm not a Pink fan, but this gravitated to me. So yeah, I also like the fact, I kind of appreciate that they put these tubes in here, but these tubes, my kids will use them as weapons against each other, and the thicker they are, the more they hurt. So I have to recycle these before they get up. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a pink person either, but your mauve pink one that you made for backstitch, I literally bought that because I was like, I've never seen a pink that dusty rose color before. That I'm like, ooh, it's pretty. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing around 10ish, and then I just people want to know the bag thing, so let me go into that. So if someone comes in later, they're like, you're not rambling for 15 minutes before you said it. Okay, so I roughly had over 100 bags. I came home with 23. Now, when I'm talking about bags, I also had some of those mini rosies. I didn't count them in. That's why I keep saying ish, because it may have been more than 100, because I brought about 10 rosies, and I never count my wallets. I have no idea why, but my wallets did sell out. The Nettie and the Dina from Ora Rosa sold fast. I sold all but one mini Rosie Minute wallet. Um, and that's for wallets. For bags, the first bag that sold was a zippy bag from Sally Tomatoes, and it was a Powerpuff Girls from the fabric is from New Moxie, and they people were flipping out over the pulls looking just like the characters. Then after that, it kind of went into this weird thing. My Jack Skeleton um, Tuesday tote, which had no pockets, no nothing, it was just a Tuesday tote. That person totally loved it. I had HTV Jack on a like natural, soft, buttery cork fabric with black crocodile on the bottom, and Jack I heat pressed in. And people loved it. Inside was some beautiful fabric that I bought from Alchemats, and they just loved it because Oogie Boogie's character and the one that Olivia prints is really, really like that vivid lime green. So that sold from there. From there, it just started to go trickle down. All the bags I thought were going to sell first did not sell first. It was the bags that I was like, oh, they're going to sell like on Saturday, because Friday usually is kind of slow for a lot of people. Friday was a big, massive day for me. Um, the Supernatural Gaia bag sold. I sold a Brooklyn bag. There are some bags that sold more. I don't have okay, so like if I have a Brooklyn, I have probably no more than two on my table. If I have I did the I had a lot of rosies because I don't consider them bags. I had about 4 Tuesdays totes. I don't have any of them, and they were just the regular Tuesday totes. Because that's when I was trying to before I helped test. I wanted to make sure that I really understood, so I made two of option A and two of option B, and I knew I was going to have them in my thing anyway, so they worked. Uh, I had a lot of people look at the Han Solo bag, but people did not like it. Was not There was one person that was going to buy it, but they liked my what is that? It's a bowler bag from Swoon. I make it all the time and I can't even think what the bag's name is. Um, they like the bowler bag Star Trek. It just really kind of depend on what people liked. I sold about 15 Catalinas in all shapes and sizes, and it was hilarious to me that people didn't understand like the Catalinas, like the regular size. When I made them into slings, that they're the same exact bag. I had a husband and wife buy. The husband bought like a Han Solo um, one that I made, and then the wife got the Doctor Who, the purple one, and they did not pay attention that they're the exact same bag. Just one is up and down, and one is the other way. The Catalina does really well for me. Actually, Aura Rosa's patterns did really well. Like I said, the Nettie, I did not expect all my Netties and all my Dinas sold out the first day, and I priced them about again, I'm in DC. In DC, it has a higher price point cost of living. So always keep that in your mind. I sold the Dinas for 85 and the Netties for 95, plus the DC tax. Collector tax. Do not try to incorporate it into your price, because then you're cheating yourself. If you are going to incorporate it in your price, really incorporate the tax, and it's going to be a weird number. So I usually do everything by zeros or five at the end, because I hate having like, oh, it's $73. Like that stuff drives me nuts. So I do the tax separately, because some people like to see that the taxes are a part of it. So that's why. It's easier for me to separate when I'm doing bookkeeping that way as well, where I'm not trying to figure out how much of this is that or whatever. So yes, the Catalinas did very well. My Tuesday totes did very well. The Dina and Nettie wallets, people like them because they never seen wallets like that, and they love the fact that they were able to put their phone into that wallet. Oddly, none of my NCWs sold, and normally they're a big seller for me. But I was told at the time that people are looking for more slender wallets that are wristlets that they could stick their phone in. So I think that's why Nettie and Dina did a pretty good job, because they're not very thick. They're really easy to carry. I was really surprised, because normally I sell at least 3 NCWs. That's like my favorite wallet to make. So And then as also for wallets, I had the tall wallet from Sonar. I sold 6 of those. It could be a combination of the wallets were all cork. All the wallets, the way the construction of that bag, that wallet is, it's very, very clean. My clear window holders were like, if I had a Harry Potter one, had a Harry Potter clear window, a Harry Potter magnet, and a zipper pull in the back that was Harry Potter. So people liked how simplistic they were, and I sold those for $75 each. Um, so then, okay, then it was the Brooklyn and the Betty Bowler bag and Rosie for Swoon. The Betty Bowler bag, I make it at 80%. I don't think I've ever made a video for it, but I make it a lot. Like I'm going to be making one tomorrow for an order. Um, just sold. They always sell. Like Swoon sells for me like nobody's business, and it could be because I'm really familiar with the pattern, and I feel like if you're really familiar with the pattern, that you have less chances of making mistakes, if that makes sense. So you put a lot more into it, and I think that reflects in your work. Um, People like the different color Doctor Who. I implore Lauren Mormino to come out with more Great Fizzle Doctor Who because that sold every piece that I had of that sold. The Annette. Oh, if you're in my Patreon club, when we made the Annette into the Jet Setter, all of those sold. Every single one of them. My Mando Everyday Tote sold. Like and all of the modification bags I made pretty much sold. It was kind of insane because I wasn't expecting that. So all the modifications ones that the last like 4 or 5 ones that we did, they all sold. I have none of those bags left. Um, but yeah, the those were the top ones. The ones that were left behind were the Han Solo, and I think it's because the price point was so high, but I refuse to lower it. It's going to go to someone. It's just not the right home for those people. So I'm going to actually make it's the smaller one, the smaller hitchhiker, and I have an idea of making a Princess Leia one because I want the Princess Leia one to sit right next to Han and then take pictures before I know someone buys one and they're separated. So I have to do it. I already reached out to go get some rose gold hardware and to make that happen. But people like the applique a lot. They like the patches. Everyone loved all the patches they put on different bags. One of the Tuesday totes I didn't get to show you. It was a park ranger one with the Ewoks. The fabric came from I'm gonna mess it up. Bunny zombie rabbit bunnies. Somebody in here knows what the fabric. I had a patch that said welcome to it was hold on. It was a patch. I just received another one. I guess I didn't have it. It was I had a patch on it and that had the Ewoks and everybody was losing their mind. So like patches for me this season has were like a total winner. All the bags that I made that were messenger bags, more masculine people bought the bags. So I was really surprised how much the more masculine bags I made sold out fast. I didn't expect that, and it was good knowledge for me. So when I go to this next one in 17 days, I know to bring more masculine stuff because it's always a hit or miss. I did have a couple of customers that, like I said, that were repeat customers. I'm really excited that I get to work with them again and they bought something more. But those are the bags that sold. I didn't have a chance to walk around. There was a couple other people making bags, but I only got to meet the leather worker and this other person that worked with HTV and bags. She was a person that she gave me some information about how this special film that you could put onto veg tan leather and iron it on and create leather goods. So when that stuff comes in, I'll show it to you guys and we can see if it really works together because I almost lost my mind when she said that. I was like the endless opportunities that we have now. People really responded to my leather bags and cork bags. Those were the most bought ones, the cork and definitely the leather. When it came down to faux leather, people loved the deep chocolate browns or just faux leather that looks like leather. I was just a lot of weird stuff for this one because normally I get people like, oh, I don't want you using leather, vegan this, vegan that, and I completely respect that, and I'll show them like, corks or whatever. But this time around, I had about 20 bags that had some kind of component of leather on them, and almost all of them sold except the stitch bag. That's it. That's the only one that didn't sell that had leather in it. So I was really surprised on that. I was not expecting that. I mean, I shouldn't be, because there's this leather guy. He's the leather guy. Him and his wife are there every single year. We were both talking about the first time we met each other like 6 years back. And then I got to meet another leather person. I shouldn't be surprised that people in this market like leather, because obviously the Renaissance people there or whatever, and they respect it. But I genuinely was like really surprised. I'm still am. Like I told Kendall, I'm like, I'm shook because I literally thought everything. So I had a fair out of like the 100 bags, like majority of them, I'm not gonna lie, I had about 50 or 60 bags that had just cork. But that's just me because I absolutely love cork. No one asked me for any clear bags. I'm going to bring a couple of clear bags to this other one to see if people like it, because I see it on Facebook that people are like, oh yeah, stadium totes or whatever. I've never had anyone ask me to make anything like that. So I'm like, am I missing tapping into a market that I could explore? No one asked for that on it. So I'm gonna make a couple clear backs, a clear Tuesday toast, and see what they say. And then I'm probably going to show you this clear pouch that I make that you can make. There's no pattern. It's just like two rectangles. And when you see it, you're going to be like, what? This is like my fast and dirty thank you gifts. If I am crunchy for time and I don't want to cut out pattern pieces and I can cut out a rectangle with a ruler, I'll show you guys that probably this week or next week. It is a fast and easy, fun pattern. And it just takes like I'm planning on doing some jelly ones with some inspired zipper pulls, like Mickey Mouse had zipper pulls and Mickey Mouse zipper tape, and just have it where like this is in like Disney bound bag for relatively inexpensive with tools I have already in here. Yeah, that was how it worked. Everybody liked the shape of the hitchhiker. No one got it though. See, the Brooklyn did go. Everyone liked the Brooklyn was the most picked up and looked at. It was at a higher price point, but as soon as that right person came along, they actually said that I'm selling my bag too cheap, paid for it, and then gave me a $50 tip. I don't know what that'll do for you, but if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what else can. Like the thing is that it's really hard. I have friends that live in Nevada and Arizona that sell bags, and their cost of living is cheaper, but they learn how to walk around it. Like in Arizona, there's a lot of markets, especially in spring. There's so many markets. So now I have a friend that she also sells her rope sewing bowls there and everything. You just got to figure out what market works for you and figure out your price point. I personally thought I priced the Brooklyn at the correct price, but I'm not going to oppose the tip, you know. So, good morning. I'm sorry. If you hit that notification bell and hit all notifications, hopefully that works out. There's YouTube is kind of weird with notifications. Zombie Bunny. This is why Shannon is here, because for some odd reason I love their fabric and I just cannot. I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with my dyslexia, because I do the same thing with Moonbeam Textile. I would call it Bean Moon, Be Moon, like over and over again. I don't know why. And that's probably why I nickname people as well or say random stuff. Um, ooh, Wisdom Wednesday. I have a really cool patch that I found on Etsy if you're looking for patches for Wednesday Adam. Yeah, so like I say go, like if you're going to sell, start figuring out what the market is in your area, and before you get a booth, I just highly recommend you get a ticket or to a con. If you're doing Comic Cons, the one thing I can tell you about Comic Cons, if you fake it, people will know. Let me explain. Comic Cons is a place where like all introverts come together, loving like Lords of the Rings, Star Wars, Star Trek, Farscape, like all this stuff. If you make all these stuff and you have never watched an episode and you don't like it, when people interact with you, they will know that you made this purely just for the money. That is not the market you want to be in, because we know, just like so one of my one of my first one bags ago was my Lord of the Ring, and it's called All That My Bag. I named it All That Wonders Are Not Lost, right? So the lady picks it up and she's like, "This is mine," and I'm like, "So it begins," and she just starts freaking out because that's what Gandalf says in the second Lord of the Rings. But if you were like, "Yeah, thank you," like you have to be authentic and when in the fandoms. That's why I don't have like tons of fandoms of everything. Like I don't get into the scary movies because there's very few scary movies I have seen, and I'm a scaredy cat. I've already said it, so I don't want to make like an it bag, knowing that I've seen the it, but let's say I'm not a fan, and I'm not a fan of Pennywise. It will be weird. It'll be weird. Like if you're like, oh yeah, Pennywise, and you're like, yeah, Project Pennywise. Project Pennywise was actually a CIA and FBI code name to get this traitor who was giving inside information about America to different people to try to bomb us. Just a fun thing. You should research that. I like to research history. But like they know there's a Poe con that is out here in Maryland. I only know two Poe poems, and everybody knows the Raven, and I know one other. If I go there and I try to sell like the backstitch Poe, there's a lot of people that do Poe, and then like people are trying to like spit their knowledge and go back and forth with you. They're gonna know I'm not authentic. So make things not to make money, but to make things that make you happy, that will get you money, that you can stand behind and explain behind, if that makes sense. Don't go out there and make a Miles Morales and you have no idea that he's Puerto Rican and black. Like don't go out there and get Shira and not understand that Shira and Catra are a person, they're an item, that their love-hate relationship turned into love, that Catra's always been in love. Like if you go out there and you say some random stuff, they're gonna be like, yeah, she doesn't watch Shira. Like so my suggestion is to know the merchandise that you're selling and be 100% back on it. Like there's a lady at our one of the craft shows that are here every Sunday selling honey and whatever. She sells all cork goods. This woman is so knowledgeable about cork that you want to buy something from her because she made you realize that I don't want to have anything that's not natural again. Like like it's just know your product. Happy birthday, Lynette. I know that's a good present. I would do the same thing. Shopping for stuff for bags is it's a win-win. So yeah, just have that because I did. There was somebody beside me. They showed me nameless. They're not weren't directly beside me, but they were kind of like behind me, and they made all these really cool earrings. But when somebody was talking about Demon Slayer and she had a couple of the characters, and they were like, "Wait, this person doesn't have this." She just drew blank, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I don't really watch it." Then why are you selling that product? That's like it's the same thing. Like that's like a car salesman. You go to Toyota and they're like, yeah, I don't know anything about this car, but you should buy it. So it just that. So I definitely recommend going like kind of going to the locations first the first year to see if you like the crowd, if you think that you would fit into it. Like the first time before I went to Awesome Con, I just visited it. I didn't go, I wasn't a part of it. Same with Baltimore Comic Con, AutoCon, like all these different cons I visited at one point or another to see if I can do it. Because I generally try to stay away from anime because I know probably like 5 anime shows. Um, and, and when I get into it, I'll bring the 5 that I know, and I will also bring in like things that people don't expect. Like I always wind up getting people buying my Black Widow stuff at anime conventions. I have no idea why. It's a weird thing, and my daughter will, like Faith will tell you, yeah, every single time it will be the first bag that sells. So yeah, me and Hope are wrong for every first bag that sells on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm normally really good at it, but no, everything was opposite, and that's how it goes. Everything that I made at the last minute sold though. That was hilarious to me. Because normally you just don't know. So today I am just doing the Tuesday tote, and then I have a tester that I need to do, which will be out on Friday. I'm finished. I just need to I can't tell you more because it'll tease it. It's a cute project, and people in Florida, I think you will truly appreciate this, or in California. Um, so yeah, that is what my plans are today, and also spruce up the room so that way I can film a tutorial tomorrow. And it's a really small tutorial, it won't be very long. My the next two ones are just really easy breezy. One is a very great price pattern, like I think it's under $3, and the other one is free, and it's just measurements, and I'll make sure I'll write all the measurements in the description box. But something simple, and these are both great thank you gifts or gifts that you can give like when people are doing like pouch exchanges and stuff. I'm starting to see that coming back around, like bag exchanges and stuff like that. I think that's really cool to do. So I will be doing that. And tomorrow I'll show you. I bought a new press. I bought the HTV Ront, the auto press one. After using the handheld one, I wanted to buy the other one. And that was like the first purchase I made with the funds. I was like, I'm getting this. It's not a necessarily need because I have an iron, but now I'll have the press. I'm really excited, and I got it in blue. So if you have, I know, but Arnetta, we need the rain. We need the rain, though. Let's be real. We need the rain. There was like weeks where we had no rain, which is really weird. Um, so I bought that. So, and I also bought a few other things, tools that I've been eyeing. So I will be doing reviews and openings on those. So that way, if it's something that you like, I did this press because I love the handheld press. I thought it was cool, and I like the fact that it automatically opens up. And I also did it because I plan on start doing some sublimation on to certain fabrics or cork. I talked to a person that was a sublimator that was at AwesomeCon for a very, very long time. And I had a lot of fun, and it just made my ideas just go everywhere. You won't be okay, Jenny. What color do you have? I'm curious. I went for the blue. I was you give me if you're like white or any other color, I would have took pink, even though I don't like pink, but I just hate white because I'll accidentally put paint on it. If you really look at my sewing machines, I have edge paint everywhere. I do take a certain part of the day to try to scrape it all off, but yeah. Yeah. Well, I've been putting HTV and and direct DTF on my cork, and because cork is it can withstand a lot of heat, like a lot more heat than you think. And the I told you the Jack Skellington Tuesday tote sold. I don't remember if I showed it to you. It was just all natural cork on the top, and then it was black crocodile, and it was him kind of like that character. Everybody loved that bag. And then the Stormtrooper one that I made sold. This gentleman was like, I have never seen an army green bag, and was like, this is my bag, and took it. So I was really excited that it was really exciting to think of HTV and sublimation and different things I can do. Unfortunately, a lot of fabric groups are starting to move on from fabric, and do different ventures. Like Tabitha from Twisted Needle Textiles, she has been in the fabric game for many moons, and she's always on time. Her fabric's never late. She's never had any really true controversy over the fabric like coming in, but she's moving on to greener pastures. She's been doing photography, and her photography is freaking out of this world. That was her calling. But at the same time, there's so many prints that she had that were like my like try and true, like her supernatural prints. Um, Although she did sell the company to someone else, I'm just noticing more and more now that more and more companies are going into different ventures. So I was like, how can I keep my nerdy bag business? And that's when I thought about sublimation. So you're going to be hearing some different videos on what I'm sublimating. I'm new to this, so you can do the journey with me. And I think we should have some fun. Also, I figured out how, like, I got this like 2 videos on how you can sublimate on 100% cotton. White is because everything in my room is white. I'm sorry. Let's see. I don't know why it's not giving notifications. I think the rain is a good thing. We had so many weeks where there was no rain. Like it, I'm gonna tell we get this much rain. Normally I don't have to water my garden. If I have to water my gardens like days in a row, that means we have no rain. Normally we have more raining days than we have sunshine days. And especially we're in hurricane season. Hurricane season for the East Coast is from June 1st to November 15th. So we usually generally have a lot more rain that time. I know I want to go to a bag making. I want to do that. Oh, speaking of that, Sandra and I have been talking, and we're talking about how the upcoming retreat, and she's going to have dates. So and a lot of things that are fun to do. I know. No, I'm sorry. The notifications sometimes are just hard. Yeah, send it. Yes, please, Jenny. Because I heard that was the only thing that I heard that can be a deciding factor. And the guy that was helping me talk about sublimation, he was so smart because this new HTV Ront is very new to this to the sewing world. It's not even sewing world, but just like crafting world, right? Its direct predecessor is the Cricut one, and the Cricut one that auto presses is like almost like $1,000. Apparently, I guess HTV Ront, they were people that work together because if you ever look at the products, they are the same exact products. So I was afraid, like, what if it breaks or whatever? So the guy was like, get it at Walmart. And I'm like, what? And then it hit me. So if you guys ever get electronics or tablets or whatever, get it at Walmart. And I know you're gonna be like Shinova. They offer you warranties. So that I bought a 4-year warranty. So if this machine decides to like spaz out, break, whatever, I call Walmart, they'll try to replace it. There's no thing replaceable. They'll give me a gift card for the exact amount that I purchased the machine. Not what it's currently worth, but what I paid for it. I remember doing this because I bought Kendall, like the baby Ken. We got him an Apple tablet, like the kid one, for like during the holidays. They were like 249 or something when he was really, really little. He Something happened where it broke and he was like destroyed, and Apple already came out with other ones. So what they did is they gave us a newer Apple, and we didn't have to pay anything for it because it was all part of our warranty. So this being said, I'm not a huge Walmart person because interesting things happen at Walmart that make me uncomfortable sometimes. But when you do get electronics from them, you have an option of doing a warranty, and you're locked into the price that you bought, which to me is that gives me some kind of peace of mind that if this messes up, I'm not out of money. Yeah, we definitely need the rain. Good morning. I'm really new to sublimation, so I'm gonna be heavily like Monica sublimates on fabric, so I'll probably be her, and then I have a friend named Christina, and I've been like YouTube school university like nonstop. Ooh, oh, I know where Hopper's Ferry is. Thank you, Jenny. We need the rain. Like I don't know what is going on because normally it rains so much more than we need. Yeah, HTV Ron. So like I have the handheld one that they sent me, and I've been using it. That sucker gets up to like 408 degrees. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of adheres my fabrics a little bit more better than the iron because I guess you can see the pressure on the handheld one. You could push your hand down and it tells you how much pressure you're putting on it, and it helps with adhering. So I was like, you know what? When I whatever stuff I get, I'm going to buy myself. And I did. I bought it, and it's coming here today, and I'm about to lose my stuff. Lose it. I'm like, yay. And I have like a cool like arrow small cabinet that I was going to toss. Kindle, you were right. I shouldn't have tossed it. Kindle's been using it for something else, but now it's going to become my press station where I can move it if I'm doing a tutorial or if I'm at a cutting station. So I'm really excited about that. And I really appreciate the fact that it turns off within 30 minutes. I'm always afraid that I'm going to cause some kind of electrical fire. So and it's a weird fear, but it's there nonetheless. So I love the fact that it automatically comes off at 30 minutes. I think that's cool. And the thing is that everyone's like, oh, but I hate waiting for my thing to heat up. If you watch my video, you know these suckers heat up real fast. Like I think I turned it on and it was 2 minutes and like 35 seconds to get to 400. So there's that. I know. Oh, I might have to ask her questions too. Well, I'm just like trying to get into it, and I just thought it would be really cool to have, um, prints that I like, because people really did gravitate to that, like Jack Skeleton, the Stormtrooper, all the ones that I got from direct to film onto it, like onto I put so much on direct film onto waterproof canvas. I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. You really just have to let it cool down completely so that the the wax canvas is not, I mean, the waterproof canvas isn't warped too much. But people really went to those and gravitated to them because the prints are so vivid and it doesn't look like all the fabric that's around. So that's when I was like, maybe I should start dabbling with it and I can make some more one of a kind things that I can have personally for me that no one's seen. So I was like, why not? Also, shirts. I can make all these nerdy shirts. Yeah, don't see. I got my heat press, my original heat press back there. That's a big paperweight. But I did talk to someone and they were like, try there's like things you could try. But I thought I've tried it all, but I'm gonna try these still. I got it off of Amazon. I don't know what happened, but exactly like at the year and a half mark, it just stopped working. It would just, and then when I start using the temperature gun, it will be like cold in the middle and like above 450 degrees on the side because it was like burning stuff. So I would try to reduce it or whatever. And it just got to the point where like I literally only turned it on for a heat source in the basement and just iron everything. I've been ironing everything for over a year and a half. And then when I got the mini heat press, I noticed how much faster everything was working because it's a 10 by 10. And I was like, wait, hold on. Maybe I should go back to getting a heat press because it does save time. Yeah. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Electrical fires freak me out. And then the thing is, I do care because I own a townhouse. I do care if I cough an electrical fire here, it's going to possibly affect the people on the side of me. That's also scary. Yeah, the automatic shut off feature, I really like. I appreciate that. So I bought one and I got it from Walmart. I got a 4-year warranty. So if it decides to bust, I guess I feel more confident because if something goes wrong, it's like, oh, here you go, Walmart. Like, on to the next one, you know? And everyone that I know that has one mostly are t-shirt people that make t-shirts or like they just for t-shirt stuff, and it's pretty cool. And then now I'm in groups for sublimation. It's really interesting. I'm not that person that's like, oh, so what do you think this is? 'Cause I'm a person that researches in the little bar. So I've been like just diving into different sublimation things and what are your mistakes and what are the pros and whatever. But it's really hard in those groups because most of these people are using sublimation on tumbler cups. So it's just like trying to feed through and look at people that do it on totes or on t-shirts and things like that. We need unboxing. It would be so awkward. You'll be like, did she cut her hand on? Oh, also when I make this tote today, I got I don't know if you guys know that Heartwood and Hyde on every Friday they release like a tag. And then they release stickers that then they go back in the vault. But last week I ordered these. It was like Once Upon a Time. And then I like to order stuff from them. Their stuff smells really nice. Like I can't, it's like some kind of plant. I can't put it on what it is. Their cork smells differently than my cork. I can't, it's weird. I know. This one says, look at my stuff. Isn't it neat? anything that had Little Mermaid on it, I was like for it. Also, they have stickers. So if you tell me I could buy stickers on your website, I'm gonna buy it. Oh, Shannon, I forgot to tell everybody that I sold all my Lord of the Ring bags. No, I sold all my Lord of the Ring bags except one. And on 3 of my Lord of the Ring bags, I had your tag, Nasty Little Pocketsies. I swear I needed a camera at my booth just 24/7. Every time someone opened that up and seen that, they said it, they were laughing, and I just need you to know that your little nasty little pocketsies made people laugh. You know, that's a big thing. I also seen Shannon's bag in the wild. It was a Loki bag, and as soon as it walked by me, I'm not a person that usually stops people. I was like, "Hey, Loki bag." I was like, "Did Not at Threadco make this bag?" And she's like, "How did you know?" I was like, I can totally recognize Shannon's work and Amy from Bedhog's work. I have no idea why, but if I'm in a convention, I can recognize their bags. It could, like I just recognize it. And she was like, "Yeah, Shannon did it this." And she was so proud. So many people were complimenting on her. And I'm just like, this is what we need to tell each other. Like, let people know that your bag is being used and your bag is making this person feel good. So, and she was dressed up as Loki. It was like super cute. She had like the broken horn and whatever. Um, so I just think that's important. Like when people, I had somebody else who was like, "Dude, she has your bag that you made from Notorious 3 years ago." And I'm like, "Oh my God." We're running over there. I'm like, "You have my bag." And she's like, "You're Shanova." I'm like, it's a really great feeling. I mean, because think about it, we recognize Louis Vuitton, we recognize Michael Kors, Dooney and Burke. So to be able to recognize our fellow sewist bag, it feels better than saying, "Ooh, you got a Louis Vuitton." Like I know what this work went into this bag, and this bag is important. So I was like in cloud nine. I was like super high, like super happy high. Like it was cool. But yes, the nasty little pocket seats that Shannon has on her website on the Lord of the Ring, every time someone opened a bag or seen it, they could not stop laughing. I swear, I think one of the sales was purely because of that. Because of that. And they also like the one I got from Lauren, Forge in the Mountains. Um, they were like, "Where do you get these?" I gave them the website. Neither of them were bag makers, but just so they know that it's not my work, I just put it inside my work. But it was pretty cool. But yes, I also got stickers. I bought stickers from Heartwood and Hyde. And if you guys have Heartwood and Hyde, smell their cork. I'm telling you, it's not just me. It can't be a me thing. But I did get these stickers because I like to tattoo my tables up. But these you could peel back up and replace. I was like, "Shut up. No way." Like, little things. So I got Once Upon a Time, Poor Unfortunate Soul. These are so cool. So they're about to get tatted on my my respected thing. So yeah, I have anything Little Mermaid I'm all about. So yeah, I'm probably gonna put one of these stickers on the Minnie Mouse one, like Once Upon a Time or something. Yes, just see one. Like it was crazy, and I guess a key place where you can see your bags is at a Comic Con. So, yeah, you like go. What you could do is on Fridays, I'll just put a reminder to go to Heartwood and Hyde's page. There's some that I missed. Like they had a whole like Mario Brother game one. That has to be Faith. Faith, for her to weigh nothing, sounds like a grown man trying to burglar your house. I don't know. She has like a heavy step and she weighs absolutely nothing. And Loki sounds like Kendall going down. Yeah, Heartwood and Hyde every Friday. They have you can see their previous work. You can get previous stickers, but you can see their previous work, but it's worth it. Just put a little something extra special on a bag. Especially if like, just again, people looked at those bags and they liked those little touches. Oh, like oh my God, Lynette. Yeah, that's so hilarious. Thank you. I love their products. They're good. They do have like I can't explain the smell. I've smelled the smell before, but I like try to grab my cork and I don't know if it's because the cork with the laser it's kind of getting singed, but it smells like a fruity smell. I can't put my finger on it though. So Yes, put them on your sewing table. Have like fun. And I like the fact that they have like the stickers that you can remove around because man. I do want to get another sticker. I need to go to a sticker maker. My sticker that says sewing people shouldn't share needles. That is like my favorite sticker ever. I don't know who I got it from. It is hilarious and it's starting to pill. And I'm like I'm I want that sticker again. Okay. Yeah, it's like a real. I don't know why. That's the first thing when I open it up. I'm like, I love that smell. But it could be because we melt things all the time that we now like the smell of melted stuff. I don't know. Yeah. So also, I seen some really cool lighters from there was brothers there, Juki, and this guy was melting threads, and his lighter was like the coolest lighter ever. So I was like writing down names of everything. I'm like, I like lighters, and everyone, I'm like, I don't smoke. I burn a lot of stuff. Okay, it's really. I know the Amazon people must think I'm weird because I'll order like all these lighters. They're like, why is she constantly ordering lighters? So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be getting off here, stuffing my face, and then getting ready to set up for cutting out the clear tote. This is my first time making the clear tote, like a full clear tote. So I'm really excited and kind of nervous, and I need to wind some bobbins. So I will talk to you guys all manana. If you guys still have questions about bags, I think I went over all the ones that sold for me. Um, Feel free to ask. I'll answer all of them. But all of them sold just differently for different reasons, I think. So, all right. I will talk to you later. And I hope you guys have a really good. Today's Wednesday, right? Monday threw me off. Have a good Monday. Wednesday. I'll talk to you later. Bye.